Hello, motherfuckers. It's your girl Asia from the Mango channel. We're going to be reviewing four. We're going to be reviewing 4 episodes from Degrassi season 13. We're going to get into them. Some of these episodes were boring, and some of them I actually kind of liked because it was, kind of like okay, damn, it's been a long time since I've watched these episodes, so some of them hit a little different for me, and some of them I have a different fucking perspective. So the first episode we're going to be reviewing is episode 33, called How Bizarre. This episode is a tad bit boring. It's surrounded around Drew and Becky. Drew is the A plot, Becky is the B plot. Now, with the Drew plot, I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep this review short and sweet because this episode review does not need to be that long because it wasn't really all that interesting. But with this episode, I feel like Drew should not have to apologize for any of the shit that went down with him and Claire. I'm so over everybody acting like he used her. Let's give you guys a little bit of a let's backtrack for a fucking minute, okay? So, did Claire just not get out of a fucking relationship with Eli? Yes. Was she really ready to hop back in another relationship with somebody else? Hell no. Drew was not going to be anything other than her fucking rebound. And one of the things that pisses me off is that why the fuck does Allie and Jenna feel like they're entitled of an explanation? Did Drew fuck y'all? No. He didn't fuck y'all, so why do y'all feel like y'all owe an explanation? And I've always had an issue with Claire. Like, she been cool this entire season. Up until this whole Drew storyline started, she really been getting on my motherfucking nerves because she just been all in her fucking bag, acting like that. She's acting like her and Drew was together or some shit. Like, you and this nigga had a sexual attraction to each other. You was using him to cope with the Eli shit, my nigga. And you broke up with Eli so you could fuck him. How are you mad because he was putting a fucking pin on that and simply telling you that his worth and his standards is that he is not going to be used as anyone's fucking rebound? How are you mad because he's telling you how he feels? And ain't you going around telling everybody else how you feel? The fuck? My biggest issue with Claire has always been like this since season 12 is that she always tell Allie and Jenna half-ass of a story. There's always two sides of a fucking story. They got Claire's side and they not even willing to sit down and hear Drew's side. If you niggas are friends like y'all say y'all are, you shouldn't be so quick to judge me. This is why I say you shouldn't fuck with your friends. You shouldn't. You should not fuck people who are your friends. You should not date people who are your friends. Why? Because it makes shit complicated. It does. Because if you a nigga hang out with a bunch of females and you and your nigga are friends and you and whatever, if y'all in a trio where all of y'all used to date or whatever the case might be or some shit like that, and all of y'all hang out and them girls are saying they believe your friend, they really fuck with you, and you fuck with one of their homegirls, they should be really quick to hear you out. They shouldn't be so fucking quick to judge you because they got one side of the story. Of course, Claire gonna make it seem like, oh, he fucked her and then left her high and dry. Bitch, like, skirt! You're leaving out a lot of information, my nigga. Like, did she tell y'all that Eli popped up and she ran back to that nigga? Did she tell y'all that? Did she tell y'all how she looked in my motherfucking eyes and lied about how she was ready for another relationship? She didn't tell y'all none of that, my nigga. So why is y'all so quick to act like only her side matters? Her side doesn't matter. There's two sides to every fucking story. My personal opinion, I don't think Drew Jenna or Allie an explanation at all on what happened between him and Claire. Why? Because he didn't fuck them. And obviously y'all don't fuck with me like y'all say y'all do because y'all was so quick to judge me once she opened her mouth and said what happened. If I was Allie or Jenna, I would have been like, hey, I gotta hear Drew's side real quick because it's like, Claire, you was in a relationship with Eli when you found attraction to him. You don't feel a tad bit wrong? And if anything, I would have kept it 100 with Claire. I don't know why Allie and Jenna I don't know why they like to sugarcoat. Everybody and their mama knows that Claire used Drew to cope with the loneliness that she felt with Eli, that he cheated and all that shit. She was looking to latch on to someone. Period. She couldn't tell Eli head up that she was unhappy and did not want to be in a relationship anymore. So what did she do? She tried to latch on to somebody else, and then she tried to use Drew for an excuse for why she wasn't happy with Eli anymore. Like, do you niggas forget that? Like, are we watching the same thing? We gotta be, because maybe I'm collecting the different information, or maybe it's just me, but everyone is so quick to say Drew is a player, he's a fuckboy. Drew is not any of that. As a matter of fact, he's never been that. The only time you could say the nigga was a cheater was when he cheated on Allie with Bianca. Come on, man. Come on. And did he kiss Katie? Did he kiss Bianca while he was still with Katie? Yes, but him and Bianca put the brakes on anything else, my nigga, before they started their relationship. Bianca did not want to be that girl who's still niggas' boyfriend or do shit with boys who were in relationships. She completely changed. She told Drew, the only way I'm going to be with you is if you get out of your relationship with Katie. Period. And we got to do things right this time. I want to be public with you. I want your mom to know. I don't want to be in secret. But when Katie got addicted to oxycodone, Bianca did not want him to break up with Katie and leave her high and dry in one of the worst, darkest moments ever. Like, come on, my man. Like, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop using that excuse that Drew is a fuckboy. Like, come on, man. That shit is over with. It's not, no. Like, no. It's not. Like, I'm really over it. Like, y'all so quick to say, oh, he a fuckboy, he a player, and all this other shit, but it's like, who did he really cheat on in his relationship? He only cheated on Allie, my nigga. Like, that's it. And it's like, are we really crying over that? I didn't want Drew to be with Allie anyway. I never thought they had any chemistry. Didn't believe in that shit. So it's just, like, I'm not condoning cheating, but I'm not going to sit here and act like I give a fuck when I don't. So it is what it is. Like, I don't think Drew owed Allie Origin an explanation, and I think y'all niggas forget that Claire really used him Claire used him as an scapegoat. She tried to use him as an excuse for why she was unhappy in her relationship with Eli, when obviously she felt that way before she caught feelings for Drew. Period. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. She was already unhappy with Eli when he came out and said that he cheated. You feel me? So if that was the case, like I've been saying in all my videos, she should have told Eli. In all my videos, like I said, she should have told Eli head up that she just didn't want to be in that relationship anymore. And that, like I've been saying, she don't owe Eli shit just because they've been together for a long time, just because that's like really the only guy she's ever been with. She didn't have to give him a second chance. She didn't have to be with him just because they've been together for a long time. She could have just told Eli head up that I can't forget about the cheating. I can't forget about the ultimate betrayal. Because cheating, that is something you can't just hop back into a relationship afterwards. You can't. And Claire should have thought about that. When somebody cheat on you, you can't just walk into a relationship thinking that it's just about to be all sunshine and rainbows like it was before. No, it's not going to be like that, because the person that you loved or that you trusted broke your trust once they cheated on you. So obviously there's going to be a lot of trust issues, a lot of, not trusting that person. Claire, you gave Eli a chance a second chance because he told you that things were going to be different, but things weren't different. He still wasn't making the effort and, seeing you and things like that. He wasn't calling and texting you and shit like that. But my thing with that is that Claire should not have, Claire cannot expect Eli to drop everything at college whenever the fuck there's a goddamn a school dance or some shit going on. She can't expect him to drop everything. At the end of the day, like Eli said, me and you both knew long distance is going to be hard. Me personally, I do not believe in long distance relationships. Why? Because I'm someone who needs to see my person every day. Seeing you through the screen and just seeing you on my tablet or on FaceTime, that ain't enough for me. I'm someone who craves like affection and attention. Like, I need attention in my relationship. So I feel like if you can't give that to me, Why am I putting any time and effort into you? I just don't believe in long distance relationships. If you're there and I'm here, how the hell are we gonna make it work? I'm the type of person who need to see you. I need a hug. I need to be kissing all up on you. Like, I crave affection. I'm a lover girl. So it's like, I just don't believe in long distance relationships. And like Eli said, we both knew the long distance relationship was going to be hard. And I agree with Claire. We both said we were going to work at it. But at the end of the day, that's completely impossible when this person is in college. I'm here for school, my nigga. You cannot expect me to drop everything whenever you want to go to a school dance or yada 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 yada. My nigga, I have shit I have to do in fucking college, my nigga. I'm in one of the top schools ever. You think I'm gonna scorn that because every time I can't go to a dance, you get your motherfucking feelings? Understand that Claire felt like he wasn't making time for her. That's the case. You should have broke up with the nigga the time when he told you he cheated on you. Should have left the nigga where he was at. I know I would. You fucking cheated on me. You betrayed my trust. Why should I give you a second chance? Why give anyone a second chance to hurt you again? That's my motto. Never give. What? Please, like y'all, like for real, like on some real shit. When people say things, when a man or a woman show you who they really are, fucking believe them. Believe them. People show you a lot with their actions and their words, and I've been saying this shit. It's really the shit that people don't do that you get more of an answer of than the shit that they do. Like, the shit they do is probably some shit they just doing to shut you up and make you be quiet, but the shit that they don't do is how you really get your answers. I know from a fucking experience, so it is what it is. So I'm not. If I was Claire, I wouldn't even feel like I owe him a second chance. I understand that she loves him, she feels like she owes it to him, but it's like, no, you don't. You don't owe nobody nothing. I gave you the best years of my life. I gave you all of me in this relationship, and you threw all it away when you stuck with somebody else. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about, my nigga. Go and do you, because you was doing you when you was all up on these other bitches, and guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and do me. Period, point blank. The whole thing with Drew and Miles' mom, I just want to know, what the fuck was that? Like, okay, when they say this season felt watered down, I feel like this episode felt like that to me. That and the next episode. And I say that because, first of all, Miles' mother sending a fucking teenage boy her boobs, like new pics. Where the fuck was the police? Where was the cops? Like, what was that? Why was that just something that was just passed with, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was just, like, looked over with flying colors. Like, why wasn't that really handled for real? There should have been consequences. There should have been no reason why Miles' mama felt comfortable sending Drew news, a teenager boy. I'm talking about, this is a boy who goes to your son's school. What? That is disgusting. And yet, everybody looked at Drew like he was a problem. Like, huh? He getting fired from his job because his boss wife sent him news? How does that make any sense? Where we doing that at? Where we doing that at? That don't even make any sense to me. So, and then another thing that don't make sense to me is that, why is the mom, okay, I'm pretty sure in the one episode, I think it's called No Surprises, I'm pretty sure Miles told his mother that the dad was having an affair. She said that she knew. Why in a couple episodes later she acted like she didn't know anything about the affair and she's just not finding out? It's like Degrassi, y'all forgetting y'all writing. I understand you probably can forget when you're writing like 45, 44 fucking episodes a season. You probably do tend to forget the shit that you wrote. But it's like, I thought that was like, that don't make sense. Like, what? She knew. She even told Miles out of her mouth that she knew. So her plan to make her husband jealous was to fool around with a teenager boy. Again, Degrassi, what the fuck is we doing? Tell me. The fuck, and then everybody is mad at Drew, but they ain't mad at the mama? What? I'm confused. Like, where the fuck is we doing that at? And then let me get on the Becky situation. Like I said, this review ain't gonna be that long. Becky situation. This, to me, Becky's storyline really shows me how watered down this show has become. Becky is feeling neglected. She is feeling unloved at home. You know, like I said, she found the pictures, she found the videos on her brother's phone assaulting Zoe, right? This nigga has an ankle bracelet on his motherfucking ankle. And the parents are acting like she did something wrong. How did she do anything wrong? It just shows that they're hypocrites. Yo, Becky's brother walk around acting like he's all about God and that he's a Christian, but aren't Christians not supposed to, commit things that's like sinning? I know everybody's like, walk with like a spiritual journey, or their walk with God is different than everybody else's journey, which is completely true. I believe in God, but I don't believe in sex before marriage or any of that shit. I feel like people should live their lives the way they want to, and I feel like if you are someone that believes in God, whether you're gay, trans, whatever it might be, don't think you being what you are is that you're sinning. No, I don't think sex before marriage is wrong. It's not. We're humans. We have hormones. We have needs. We have desires. We have sexual fantasies. If we're sinning, then aren't Becky and Becky's parents sinning? Because they did have children, and I don't want to hear that shit. They waited till they put rings on their fingers. Don't ever believe that shit, because I'm telling y'all right now, that is completely an othery cap. It's the biggest cap ever, my nigga. I don't want to hear the shit. So, like I'm saying, Becky's brother walk around acting like he's a big Christian and that he believes in God and whatnot, but rape is a sin, is it not? This nigga, sexually assaulted Zoe. Like I said, got an ankle bracelet around his ankle. I think he on house arrest, and I think he got expelled from Degrassi, if I'm not mistaken, because they never really said what happened to him being in that school. I think he got expelled. You feel me? And everybody is acting like she did something wrong. I'm trying to understand, what did Becky do that was wrong? I mean, I don't like Becky. She's a little annoying, and I definitely feel like she's a character in this show that definitely overstayed her welcome. But if anything, she did the right thing, because I understand that Becky was in a really tough spot. It's like, who does she show loyalty to? To this girl or to her brother? And I feel like, at the end of the day, her brother did something wrong. Her brother sexually assaulted a girl. You feel me? I understand when Becky first turned the video to the police. No, that's in a couple more. That's actually the next 2 episodes. So I'm not even gonna talk about that one. Wait, I'm gonna talk about that when I get there. But I understand that Becky was in a tough spot by, feeling like that she betrayed her family by turning in the videos and shit like that. But I want Becky to know she did nothing wrong. Because had it been my brother and he did that shit, I'd have done the same thing. And I don't care if he never talks to me again, never forgive me, feel like I betrayed him at the end of the day. What you did was wrong. I'm a woman. There is no way in hell you can feel comfortable doing that to another girl when you have a sister. It makes you feel like, damn, will I be next? Because if you can have that type of moveset to do it to someone that's unconscious, like a random girl that goes to my school and you have a sister, makes me feel like, shit, would you do it to me? Those are just the type of things you need to be worried about. So I feel like Becky feeling neglected and feeling unloved at home, there was so many more things they could have done with her character. Do you know what they made her character do because she felt neglected and unloved at home? They made her character play video games on a laptop, and she felt like because she was kissing a boy in this video game and having sex with him that she was sinning. Degrassi, what the fuck is this? There's so many other things they could have did with Becky. I mean, they had 4 episodes to give her. So this episode and the other episode was yet again like another was wrapped around her, right? I feel they could have did something where, like I said, what happened to those important storylines? They could have did something where Frankie was feeling suicidal, where she, started getting on drugs, maybe started drinking to cope with the pain of feeling unloved, like things that just make sense. Instead, y'all make it seem like, oh, let's put her on a video game and have her play video games online because she feels unloved. I understand people play video games to escape from reality, but there's other things your child could be doing that is really harmful to them. I'm not going to get on my kid's ass because they're playing a video game. They're home, they're in their room. Are they in their room all day? Yes. Would it make me feel like I don't really know my child because they spend more time in their room than they talk to me? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, I know my kid is safe. I know they're at home, they're in their room. They ain't out in the world doing nothing bad. That's what I'm talking about. Like, they could have did something with Becky's character to make her feel somewhat interesting. Because it's like, if you're going to give her a storyline that means fucking nothing, then why is she getting a storyline? So that is something that kind of irritated the fuck out of me. It's kind of like Degrassi, y'all could have did better. Another watered down ass storyline that serves absolutely no fucking purpose. I'm done with this episode. Like I said, this episode is called How Bizarre. It's episode 33, y'all, of season 13. Definitely one of the most boring episodes I've ever watched. Catch you guys in my next